You are listening to The Standard Podcast, May 3rd, 2018 edition. This week's headlines include: further testing to be done for Lake Scugog Enhancement Project. Food for thought as Foster fosters connection between rural and urban Uxbridge. Free monthly movie matinees in Lindsay starting May 6th. And in sports, Cartwright Sports Recreation Inc. is hosting their annual golf tournament. Further testing to be done for Lake Scugog Enhancement Project. Dan Kearns, Scugog. Additional geotechnical investigations are required before the Lake Scugog Enhancement Project can move forward. At a council meeting on Monday, April 30th, councillors saw a report from Carol Coleman, the township's Director of Community Services, which recommended these further tests be undertaken after testing during the design process found unexpected subsurface conditions in the area proposed to have a pedestrian bridge. The original plan for the Lake Scugog Enhancement Project would see a portion of Lake Scugog dredged, a berm to contain a wetland constructed, as well as a trail along the berm and a pedestrian bridge constructed. However, test results from the proposed pedestrian bridge site put that design in question. Ms. Coleman's report read, "The results for the boreholes found peat deposits ranging from 4.1 to 4.6 meters in depth at these locations. The preliminary testing of the lake bed indicated that the peat layer was approximately 0.5 meters in thickness. If these new findings regarding the depth of the peat deposit are representative of conditions throughout the project area, then this will have major implications for the cost and feasibility of constructing the proposed berm, as the slopes would be unstable and there would be significant settlement." The report went on to state, before any changes are made to the design, further borehole testing should be undertaken to determine the subsurface conditions for the remainder of the project area. The testing will add an extra cost to the project of over $50,000, which will be paid for through funds raised by the Scugog Lake Stewards, SLS. Ms. Coleman's report read, "The SLS have indicated that they have sufficient funds to cover the testing." Ward 5 Councillor Jennifer Beck questioned what would happen if borehole testing found more peat than the township originally expected. Ms. Coleman responded, stating that they could look at other designs, but right now there are a lot of questions, and they are hopeful the additional testing will give the township the answers. Council later decided to authorize GHD Limited to undertake these geotechnical investigations, contingent upon the Scugog Lake Stewards transferring sufficient funds to the township to cover the contract award. Food for thought as Foster fosters connection between rural and urban Uxbridge. Christopher Green, Uxbridge. At a council meeting on Monday, April 23rd, Bev Northeast updated council on the Foster Memorial's plans for a program to bring the rural and urban areas of the township together. Ms. Northeast described the program the Foster Memorial Group had in mind as follows. "Our program is a Feast from the Fields, which is a program with a chef creating a feast of vegetables that the farmers take from their fields that are being offered at the Meet the Farmer Night and the local farmers market." She said, "This is something we really need to do to encourage residents to shop locally, and also to educate some of the residents how to prepare the foods offered for sale by the farmers." Ms. Northeast explained they are seeking permission from the organizers of the Meet the Farmer Night to set up a table with a chef preparing sample dishes made with local ingredients for the public to taste. The Foster Group would also offer recipe cards to the public, showing how to prepare each dish the chef makes. It is the Foster Memorial's hope this will also help to promote the Foster Memorial itself, as well as other local heritage buildings. Ms. Northeast said they also hand out information on the Lucy Maud Montgomery Society of Ontario, the museum, and others. The Thomas Foster Memorial is a mausoleum designed in the style of the Taj Mahal. The building is located in Leaksdale of Uxbridge Township and was built to commemorate Thomas Foster. Mr. Foster was a local man who became Minister of Parliament for the York East Riding in 1917 and the Toronto East Riding in 1921. He was also the Mayor of Toronto from 1925 to 1927. Ward 1 Councillor Pam Beach jumped in with her support of the idea to bring a local chef to the Meet the Farmer Night. "This is such a fabulous, fabulous idea because it's all about supporting the farmers and to see what they're offering and the wonderful meals that can be made." Excitement appeared to be written on the faces of several councillors. "You wouldn't know this about me, but a million years ago I went to George Brown College to culinary school," Ward 4 Councillor Fred Bryan said, adding that an opportunity to meet with a chef at an event is something that intrigues him. "Something like this I would certainly love to get behind." Ward 5 Councillor Gord Hyatt suggested the Foster incorporate a musical element into the event, citing the recent success of Springtide in Uxbridge. Ms. Northeast asked in response, "Do you sing, Gord?" "No, I don't," Councillor Hyatt responded, grinning. "He tried," Deputy Mayor Pat Malloy countered, in jest. "Has council formed a choir?" Ms. Northeast asked, pressing further. the moment of levity was met with laughter from council. "Anyway, it's food for thought," Councillor Hyatt said, getting the meeting back on track. Councillor Beach was confident the idea would move forward, as the Foster Memorial and Farmers of Uxbridge groups discussed the details. For more information on the Thomas Foster Memorial, visit www.fostermemorial.com.
Look, up in the sky.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
No, it's the Standard.
It's what?
It's the Standard newspaper serving Durham Region and the city of Kawartha Lakes. For all your local stories and much more, pick up the Standard today. Call 905-985-6985 or visit www.thestandardnewspaper.ca. Read it today.
Free monthly movie matinees in Lindsay, starting May 6th. Christopher Green, Kawartha Lakes. Footprints Christian Bookstore and Bethel Church are partnering to bring monthly movie matinees to Lindsay. On May 6th, Bethel, located at 70 William Street South in Lindsay, will show the film All Saints. The movie was supplied by Footprints Christian Bookstore, located at 221 Kent Street West in Lindsay, which has a wide variety of Bibles, other books, CDs, games, and movies, including this film. The movie will be shown at 1 p.m. on May 6th. Bethel Church shares a building with Community Center Church, and the event will take place between Bethel's morning service, which runs from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m., and Community Center's 6 p.m. service. All Saints is based on the true story of a pastor sent to close a church, only to be led to do something very different with it. The film is rated PG and received a Dove seal of approval for all ages. When asked about why she decided to start the movie matinees, Pat Henderson, owner of Footprints, said,
"Basically felt led to have a night where people could watch a Christian movie for families that maybe couldn't afford to go to the theater because it's too expensive, a place for the youth maybe to have a date that was safe and comfortable, and to show some of the other Christian movies."
A spokesperson from Bethel Church said they worked with Footprints and Community Center Church to bring the event about, and described the event as a community outreach. When asked what Bethel hopes people might gain from this event, besides the message of the film itself, the spokesperson said it allows people to get to know their church. "Sometimes that's a little more comforting if you're wanting to attend a new church," he said, "just getting to know the physical layout." Mrs. Henderson shared,
"I'm trying to find movies that'll cross over to a lot of different people."
Examples of other movies she plans to show in the future include Miracles from Heaven, War Room, and Woodlawn, among others. Mrs. Henderson said those attending the movie who wish to purchase a copy for themselves will receive a coupon for 25% off the price of the movie, redeemable at Footprints. While in the store, you may also check out the current sales and deals. The event is free, but a free will offering will gladly be accepted from anyone who would like to donate to the church. The youth group will also be selling chips and water for $1 each. The proceeds for the chips and water will go to the youth group's mission trip fund. All Saints will be shown on May 6th at 1 p.m. For more information, call Footprints at 705-320-9978 or Bethel Church at 705-324-5729.
Technical foul.
North Durham Sports. Cartwright Sports Recreation Inc. is hosting their annual golf tournament. There's a fundraiser on Saturday, June 2nd at Sunnybrae Golf Course in Port Perry. Registration and lunch begins at 12 p.m., with shotgun start at 1 p.m. The registration fee of $120 per player includes 18 holes of golf, a power golf cart, a barbecue lunch, a steak dinner, and a passport for putting and poker contests. Cartwright Sports Recreation Inc., CSR, is looking for players/foursome teams to participate, as well as hole sponsors, event and contest sponsors, and helping hands for the afternoon of the tournament. Proceeds for this fundraiser will go towards an LED lighting upgrade at the upper ball diamond, and CSR's plan to build a new covered shelter area for the lower ball diamond at the Cartwright Field Sports and Park facilities in Nestleton. Anyone interested in playing, sponsoring, donating, or helping out, please call Melanie at 905-986-4201, or message Cartwright Sports Recreation Inc. on Facebook, or visit www.cartwrightfields.ca to sign up and pay the registration fee with PayPal.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Van Bilson, and welcome to The Story Behind the Person. This week's episode is entitled Finding Dory at Sunnybrae. Living in a small town gives us a great opportunity to meet our neighbors, especially when they invest in local businesses and through their entrepreneurial skills add opportunities for our community. One such business leader is Dory McDonald, owner of Sunnybrae Golf Club, located on King Street in Prince Albert. For the past 3 years since Dory acquired Sunnybrae, she has not only operated the golf club, but has immersed herself in Scugog life. Raised in Gormley, just west of us, Dory was the middle of 7 children. Her father started James A. Rice Limited, and Dory was raised in a construction family. Her grandparents were the founders of well-known Rice's Flowers in Richmond Hill. Her hospitality career started by scooping ice cream at Sam's 24 Flavors, a well-known ice cream parlor at Stouffville Road and Woodbine Avenue. High school at St. Joseph's Memorial Park in Willowdale was a long commute, combined with her part-time job at Thornhill Golf Club, kept her busy. Dory had always planned to go into the hospitality business, and after high school, took her formal education at Ryerson. During that time, she worked at Deerhurst, managing the golf course, and for a couple of years managed the Clog and Thistle Marina in Owen Sound. After Dory graduated, she spent 3 years at Aurora Highlands Golf Club. From there, she joined the family construction business, learning every aspect of it from the ground up. In 1988, Dory married Graham McDonald, a successful flooring contractor. Together, they have 3 sons, Douglas in finance, Bobby in education, technology, and James in the flooring business. Dory is grateful to have a close relationship with her entire family. Mary Rice, her mother, is often at the club working with Dory. After 30 years in the company business and managing Aurora Highlands and Bradford Highlands, the opportunity came up to purchase Sunnybrae Golf Club from the Lee family. As operating golf courses was in her blood, she was enticed. The prospect of purchasing 175 acres close to one of the prettiest towns I've ever seen was too tempting to refuse, Dory explained. Sunnybrae had been operating since 1992 and was started by the McIntyre family. The first order of business for Dory was to make Sunnybrae a community-focused, friendly, and welcoming operation.
I like the people of Port Perry. The kindness that I felt when I first came into town and have enjoyed meeting so many people and the parts of Ontario that they are from that have moved here and those that have been here their whole life. There's a real cross-section, and I think it really has come. It's just a lovely community.
The Sunnybrae staff of 35 caters to the needs of visitors, clients, and guests, sparing no attention to detail. Dory will never admit how giving she is to anyone in need, as her humbleness is readily visible. She always has time for conversation, volunteer work with many groups, and her positive attitude is contagious. She considers her patrons as guests, not customers. My real passion is the community and helping others, she explained. Dory McDonald loves to travel, or we should clarify her husband loves to travel. Air travel scares her immensely, but it's the only way to go anywhere. She's been fortunate to visit many places around the world. She's walked various parts of the Camino 3 times. For those not familiar with the Camino de Santiago, it's an 800-kilometer trek, usually done over 30 days. What does the future hold for Dory? One goal is to maintain Sunnybrae as a successful golf club with banquet facilities for weddings and events. Another is the development of 39 townhomes at the corner of Highway 7A and Old Simcoe Road with one of her business partners. That project is to start in the very near future. Prior to starting this site, Dory visited all neighboring homes and businesses to explain what she was about to undertake and obtain their approval and address their concerns.
I think when I took over Sunnybrae, the golf industry was down. And we have many golf courses in Durham region. And so to create something special and make our golf course stand out compared to other golf courses, I had to find the niche for Sunnybrae. And I think our niche was to engage with the community where people had grown up at Sunnybrae, had worked at Sunnybrae 50 years ago, had had a party there, had been at a golf tournament. And I believe that for us to create the business that we have at Sunnybrae, we had to bring back the history of that building and of that property. And so far that has been what's been successful for us.
She is also in the process of beginning the groundwork for a hotel at the Smart Center site in Port Perry. It is still in the early stages of development. Whatever Dory McDonald undertakes, you can be sure it's for the betterment of Port Perry and its residents. Every project will have her complete involvement, with her love of people at the heart of it. I'm Jonathan Van Bilsen, and this has been The Story Behind the Person. This podcast has been presented with permission from the Standard Newspaper Group. For more information, visit jonathanvanbilsen.com. Music for this podcast is by Natasha Green of Greenstream Studio. For more information, visit greenstreamstudio.ca.
For more local news, visit www.thestandardnewspaper.ca. The Standard Podcast was produced by Greenstream Studio. Visit www.greenstreamstudio.ca for all your multimedia production needs. Do you have audio production needs?
I'm sure Christopher can clean that up.
Greenstream Studio is here for you.
I am completely impressed with Christopher Green's work. Chris is hardworking, trustworthy, and on top of that, he has a great ear for audio.
His audio editing and sound design skills are very high quality.
He would be an asset to any organization requiring these expertise and attention to detail.
He just gets what makes audio compelling.
For more information, visit greenstreamstudio.ca.